What's up guys, NepentheZ here, and welcome to episode number 12 of the Race to Division 1 with myself and AA9 Skills. So we are back in this. We're not back in this. I mean, we're screwed as a unit. You and I, our lines are fluffed. We've ruined it. We lost 2 games in Division 3. Embarrassing. We lost a game in Division 2. Embarrassing. Our current record stands at 17 wins and 3 losses. Embarrassing. But we are back with the BPL team, guys. The insanely good BPL team, the insanely beautiful BPL team. And I actually want to talk about the teams a little bit in this episode. But before we get into that, guys, if you could just leave a like on the video for me, that would be awesome. I appreciate all the support you guys give myself and AA9 Skills in this series. This, to be perfectly honest with you guys, has been one of one of my most favorite series I've ever created, or not that I created the series, but ever made videos for. I really enjoy this series, even though I'm doing terribly in it. It's thoroughly enjoyable. So we come up against a guy, and he's got a really strong BPL team in a 4-1-2-1-2 formation. And after playing with the 4-1-2-1-2 myself, with a solid team over the last few days, I actually really don't like the formation. It doesn't suit my style of play at all, and I don't think I'll ever really be using it too much in the future. However, that being said, the Liga Portuguesa team that I have is 4-1-2-1-2, and I really like it. But I want to talk about the BPL team mainly for today, and I want to talk about the players' involvement in the game, who I see as a good player, who I see as a bad player, and perhaps why that is the situation. I was actually talking to AA last night, and he said to me, like, hey, like, he said, like, we talk about this series a lot, we talk about a lot of things a lot, but he said to me, like, how do you like the BPL team? Like, what do you feel for it? And I kind of said to him, like, I enjoy it. I think the defense is solid. One of the problems with the defense is Vidic's pace. If people play over the top chip through balls, he's going to be screwed, but his positioning is very good, his strength is very good, and he definitely warrants the 89 rating. But other than that, I really enjoy the defence. I really enjoy the goalkeeper. They play like exceptionally well. Fellaini, for me, stands out like a god. Like, he's unbelievable. He's always in the right positions. His strength is insane. His passing is immaculate. Like, and he looks retarded with his hair as well. So you get a great package out of that. And like, just talking about Fellaini as we come into this goal here, Balotelli does some nice work there in the box, passes it to Fellaini, and look at this for a shot. Not even sprinting, just launches it into the top left-hand corner of the goal, and scores a fantastic goal. So I really like Fellaini. Yaya Toure does a great job in the midfield as well. His high defensive work rate obviously adds insurance to the defence, and that's why perhaps you would concede less goals. The wings for me are interesting, and this is where AA didn't like it as well. Well, not didn't like it, but he said, like, he doesn't feel like Nani and Ben Arfa get in the game. For me, Nani does a good job. He gets a lot of opportunities. He scores a lot of goals for me. He scored a couple of nice long-range goals for me. But for me, Ben Arfa never gets in the game. Like, I feel like I don't touch the ball with him. I don't purposely go down either side. It's just how the play develops. But Ben Arfa never seems to get involved, and quite often when I go down the right-hand side, I feel like Remy is the person that picks up the ball rather than Ben Arfa, and I wonder why that is. In terms of the attack, Balotelli is unbelievable in this game. Loic Remy as well is very good in this game. I feel like Remy doesn't see as much of the ball simply because when I have the ball with Balotelli, I tend to just go on solo efforts with him because his shot is great, his strength is great, his skills and weak foot are great. So when you have the ball with him, you don't need to pass the ball off. When I have the ball with Remy, if there's not an opportunity to break through and use, abuse that pace of Remy, then I tend to pass the ball. So I feel like Remy doesn't get into the game as much as Balotelli, but I understand why that is. But I don't really understand why Ben Arfa doesn't get into the game. Other than that, the team plays really well. Tarapt as well, 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. He's one of my favourite players in the BPL team. But I want to ask you guys, and this is the purpose of the commentary. Do you guys have certain teams that you play ridiculously well with, and you find that a couple of players within the team just never get involved in a game? And I wonder if you try changing that, do you think it would change the entire dynamics of the team? Like, for example, if I remove Ben Arfa and put in Walcott, would it just be so different to the point where maybe another player fades out of the game, and maybe it's like Tarapt, and Tarapt all of a sudden doesn't get a touch on the ball, and then the play breaks down a lot because your cam isn't there to sort of thread the passes between the midfield and the attack. So it's interesting. It's food for thought, and it's definitely something I want to hear your guys' opinion on. So leave that in the comment section. But we are at the end of the video, guys. 2 wins, 2 very important wins. Puts us we got a little bit of hope as long as I can keep this winning streak up. But guys, this is the end of the video, so if you have enjoyed this, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And as always, thank you guys very, very much for watching and very much for listening, and I will see you next time. Cheers.